EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here. Between the Houston Oilers taking on the Steamers of San Antonio. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's Achane to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Achane gets it from the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 2. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Sly able to put this one through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Right back to him on first down. And some space here. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And now they'll throw with Lance. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on second and goal, back even further. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On second down, Carney. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Lance now on third and goal. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. Carney. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Ready. Check pitch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carney. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Carney. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Lance looking to change it up. On play action, they'll throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Good work after the catch. Gets them 15 and a first down. He'll keep it himself. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? Viking 18.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 11. And Dixon has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness.
Touchdown! Devon Achane with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steamers are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sly on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Here we go.
Second and 7 from the 20. Working from the gun, Lance. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Black Ultra.
From the gun, it's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
In motion, Hill. On first down, Lance. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Lance now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, ready.
From midfield, here's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Hey, red. 6, 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Go.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Come on.
Second down and 4.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Ready.
Up the middle, Achane. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Let's go. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
19 Lions. Street. Say, hey. Dragon 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 104 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Strike 2.
On second down now, Carney. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Carney. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Lance wants to change him up. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as he was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption from both sides right now. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Option handoff now to Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Yellow.
Now Lance. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. In motion, Hill. On 3rd down, Carney, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Houston. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Check. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! A big play there. 56 yards. And the Steamers have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Blue, go. Ready.
Now a give, right side. Carney, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Lance now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lance to throw it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and forever. Lance going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And the drive starts with a run from O'Chin. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short one here, complete to Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Dixon has it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
70 Ranger.
On play action, they'll throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mustang 19. Riggs.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. They'll run. Achane. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Achane. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here we go. A big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're going to have to go. Oh, he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Ready.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Ready.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.